everyone, this is CY once again. Thanks for joining me today. And today I'm going to do an unboxing of the new product which we have brought into Singapore. The functions is almost exactly the same as the Auto Tamper from Netherlands, the pug press, right? So this is a compatible version. Of course, this is actually made in China, and of course, the in terms of price, will be a lot. It will cost a lot lower as compared to the pug press. But let's see how this how's the quality of this machine, and then whether it's actually worth buying at the price. And later on, I'll be discussing about the price that you can actually get this pug press similar product in Singapore from us, right? So let's get to the unboxing. And currently we have two colors available, right? We have the black and white color available, and the one that I'm going to unbox is actually the white color version, and it comes with a box that's like that, right? It's really nicely packed. The model is CPP-145, right? It's called the coffee tamping machine, right? Really nicely packed. It almost looks like a gift pack, whereby you can just pay and carry. Right, so to open this box is actually very simple. Right, there's no knife whatsoever needed, just pull open. And then you can open the flap on top. Right, inside it has an instructional manual. Right, it's from this company called the Perfex. I think what they want to impress upon is the perfect tamping every time. Automatic coffee tamper machines, model CPP-145. This is the plug-in model, which means you need to use your wall socket to power this machine. And let's take out the container. Right, yeah, it's really well packed in a styrofoam box. Let me tilt this so you can see. Right, you can see it is sealed in this styrofoam box. Let me take out the styrofoam and show you what's inside there. Right, so you can see the top is taken out. It comes with an adapter, right? Power cable, and we have requested local 3-pin plug, and they do supply with local 3-pin. It comes with a brush, right? Comes with some sort of an Allen key, right? And it's pretty nice. Maybe you want to adjust the height of the where it holds a polyfilter. This is a good tool to have. And it comes with 2 bolts and 2 spacer, right? And this is the machine. So let me take out the machine and show you how it looks like. Right, so basically this is the tamper, automatic coffee tamper, and I want to place the automatic tamper on the knock box from 3 Bomber. So let me take out the wrapper. Right, so this is how the Auto Tamper looks like. Okay, I'll bring the camera around so that you can see better and nearer. So it is nicely placed on my current knock box, and it doesn't occupy a lot of space, which is quite nice. I believe the outer box is actually made of plastic material. I believe is ABS, and the power button is at the side, which I'll bring you to see later on. On the whole, the machine feels very well built. There's no sharp edges. Yep, there's actually a power connector here, whereby you can actually close it. Yep, you can actually close it. And okay, let me plug it in, and then we see how it goes. So this is how the tamper looks like, and you'll complement my workflow really nicely. On the left, you can see these are my grinders, right? This is the RF64W, which we currently now carry as well. Horizontal all ground, the F64, and now we also carry the Auto Tamper, and it looks really nice in white color. And on top, right, you have you can adjust the pressure, right? You can have a clean button, cleaning functions. You can adjust the tamping pressure or weight to be between, this is a mass actually, but actually they are referring to the pressure and weight. You can adjust between 10 to 30 kg of force. This is actually the mass, but converted to weight is actually the force. And for the imperial units will be between 20 to 60 pounds. And there's a protective film on top, which I'll remove probably later on. And there's actually a batch production seal here. So this is apparently the 2021 batch, I believe. Right. Right, so on the overall, the machine looks nice. Right, so let's plug it in and see how it functions. Right, so let's switch on the Auto Tamper. Right, so currently you can see the tamping strength is adjusted to 10 kg. Let's try to increase it. Let's turn it to the maximum. Right, and I believe this is the, let's see what it does, this button, because I have not read the instruction yet. This is the clean button. If I press this button, it's going to drop down and clean. Okay, so this is where you can actually do the cleaning and servicing. If you press it again, I believe you'll be withdrawn back up. Yes. So now let's test whether it actually can detect. I believe there is a magnet here, sort of a magnetic sensor here. When your portafilter is in touch with this, and you will tamp it down. Right, so let's see whether it happens. Okay, before that, let's grind some coffee. Right, so let me use the Forenzato all ground today, and of course the coffee we are using, and again, it's our favorite, right? That is actually the Yunnan red wine coffee, which we roasted on the 18th of July. Today is already the 25th, I think, so I think the coffee is good to go. So let's get to it, right? Right, so I have adjusted the Forenzato all ground to help me dose about 18 grams of coffee. It is a time-based machine whereby you can program the machine to dose at a certain amount of time, and of course you got to adjust to whatever the output of coffee that you want to, and whenever you adjust the grind size, you have to actually readjust the time, right? And I believe all the time-based grinders are all the same. Right, so you can see this is the coffee grinder by the Forenzato all ground. Right, so right now I'm going to pull 2 shots. Right, the first shot will be straight away tamp from this. Right, you can see I can imagine if I tamp this using my normal workflow, right, you will probably get the best results, because you can see that the coffee over this area is much more than the coffee over this area. And then of course this area will be more compacted as compared to this. So anyway, I'm just going to try just directly tamping it and see whether we are able to get a good extraction from the espresso machine later, right? So I'm just going to slide in, and it's done, right? So it is really simple, and the machine is pretty consistent. So now let's pull a shot and see how it goes. Alright, so now let's try to pull a shot, and today the machine we are using will be the VBM Domobar Super. And okay, let's lock up the portafilter. Put on the shot glass. By the way, this shot glass is not from Proof. This is actually the 3 bomber shot glass. Okay, let's look at the extraction. Remember, this is without WDT, and straight from the grind, and we straight away tamp it. Oh, the extraction looks beautiful. Wow. Okay, let me bring my camera up to show you the shot glass. This is the shot that we are getting. Isn't this lovely? Right, so this is the shot that we are getting. Without any WDT, right? After you grind from the Forenzato, straight away we temp it, and we are getting these results. Right, so I'm gonna put a second shot, but this time I'm gonna do a WDT without the auto tamper. I'm just gonna do it manually, and then let's see whether we are able to achieve the same result as this. Right, so let's continue to dose directly from the Forenzato ore ground again. Right, nice and fluffy ground. Oops, spilled a little bit. Okay, let me clean this out. So I'll be using my normal routine. Right, first I'll do a WDT. Even though the coffee is really very fluffy. So during the ring type of a WDT, whereby you rotate, you actually sort of redistribute the coffee around to, it's not exactly level, but it will redistribute the coffee in such a way that I believe now the coffee is more or less filled up, and we just go ahead and prepare. Sorry for the mess over there. Right now just focus on this. So knock it down, distribute. Right, and then we temp. And let's try to pull a second shot. And this is with a normal kind of preparation that we do. Right, so let's pull a second shot, and remember this shot is my usual practice, my usual preparation. So same thing, lock up the portafilter, and today the glass I'm using now is actually the glass from Groove. It is much bigger as compared to the glass from the shot glass from Tree Bomber, but let's pull a shot and see. Right, so let me bring you up to see the shot. Right, this is actually from the second shot. I'm not too sure whether you are able to tell from the color, but for my first extraction, the color seems to be darker as compared to my second shot. This is interesting, right? So, yep. Okay, so I will definitely be playing more about the temper, right? Because this really make the workflow really easy. And with this, I'll probably will be able to produce more consistent tamping as compared to this, right? This is really good enough actually. So this is actually the self-leveling temper which I use to tamp all my puck, and this of course normally I'll do a distribution, but now with this gadget now built in, and let's see how it compare with the traditional way of preparing the puck versus now with the Auto Tamper. But so far it has been very promising. I really like this temper, right? And the cost is the one that's attracting. I got attracted by this Auto Tamper because of its low prices compared to the puck press, right? So I'll be doing more follow-up reviews on this. And then if you are in, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this temper, right? How you think about the look of it, you know, the usability from what I've demonstrated to you. And you can see that now I can just dose directly and then I temp. I'll be doing this more and more often to see whether I can continue to pull consistent shot. But today I want to keep the video short, not to bore you. But before we end today's video, right, definitely we got to taste a shot, right? And I'm going to taste the first one, which is actually made from the Auto Tamper, right? The grind size is the same, the dose amount is roughly the same, maybe a difference of 0.1 grams of coffee. But this one is done just after grinding, immediately temp, and then I pull the shots. And the second shot is actually done after I do my traditional puck preparation, right? So let's taste the first one. Oh, it's very sweet. The body is really good. It's a really good shot, right? Let's try the one on the second one, which is done on the normal puck preparation. Oh, okay. I would say it's less intense. I don't know why. The body is still there. The taste, I would say, is about 90 to 95%. But when I taste the shot, maybe it's because of its temperature, right? The shot tastes slightly less body, but it's very, very close, right? So it start to make me wonder and ponder whether is there a need to do you know, WDT as compared to consistent tamping. Which one is actually more important, right? This is something that I would like to find out, and let me know in the comment section down below, right? What do you think about this? I personally, I believe that WDT is really important. In the past, I always think that tamping is not such a big issue because there's a maximum strength which I can temp. I believe the tamping strength is not as important as tamping level. That means you make sure that your tamping is always level. But with the cell-calibrated tamper, I'm always getting a level temp, right? And the strength may not be always the same, but it'll be interesting to compare that with the Chinese puck press, right? So stay tuned for more updates on that. And this is Seah once again. Thank you for joining me. And if you're interested to look at this puck press in action, I welcome you to make an appointment with me to drop by my showroom so that we can demonstrate this to you, right? And of course, when you come down, we can also play with other grinders and other machines that we have in the shop, right? So you have not subscribed to my channel, right? Remember to hit the subscribe button and like our videos, and then of course remember to ring the bell if you want to stay updated with all the contents that we have, right? So that you will not miss out any single one that we have uploaded, right? So thank you, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.